Hi creative friends, this is Sreya and thank you so much for being here. So this is the Painting the Feminine art journal by Connie Solera, and it is a treasure trove of art lessons for me. In this video, I'm going to illustrate how, by using a book like this, now it doesn't have to be this particular one, I can strengthen my visual language. So the very first thing I'm going to do is I am going to pick a spread that I really gravitate towards, and I'm going to become like a detective. I am going to pull out my viewfinder and I'm really going to examine it, and I'm going to see what exactly is pulling me in here. Like, what do I love? Because there are a lot of pieces that are not appealing to me. Like this particular piece over here, I'm not really feeling it. I do like the colors, but other than that, I'm not really liking that. But there's enough in this spread to really pull me in. And I'm just like isolating parts of it. Now what I'm going to do is for the purposes of this video, I am going to pick color, but you can do this for lines, you can look at the composition, you can look at the storytelling, you can look at every single element in art, and you can isolate those particular things and just say, hey, what do I really love about this? So for the purposes of this video, I'm going to go with color. And I would say right off the bat, this is a very warm dominated spread. Now, it doesn't appear to be warm if I just look at it, but once I've isolated it, I'm gonna say this is about 70% warms. Like all of this part here is warm to hot. You know, all of this, the pink is hot, all of this. So it is very hot dominated, but it is balanced out by, say, this over here, which looks like a dark, really inky blue, and then some lighter blues, and then some greens. And let me see over here, this blue over here, which I'm really loving. Oh my goodness, I'm just loving this whole part over here. And for me personally, what I am drawn to in this spread, besides the colors, is I really love the expressions on their faces. It's telling a story. And I'm really loving all these lines. They're so emotive, they're so expressive and unexpected. Like it gives it that kind of like a surprise element. Like over here, I'm gonna bring this up closer. Like see over there, there's all these like, they're kind of like triangles, and then it kind of resembles like mini crowns, but it looks a bit kind of misplaced in a way. And I love that. I just absolutely love that. Now over here, there's, you know, it looks like ladders. And so that has a kind of like a surprising, kind of a mysterious element to it. Like I'm gonna think about that. I'm gonna be like, what does that mean exactly? Is that just, you know, are those just lines, or is that like a ladder going from here to there, or, you know? So I look at things like that, and you can even journal about it. Like I have done this so many times. I'll get out my studio log and I will actually isolate a part of the painting, like this for instance, and then I will say, okay, what do I really love about this? Is it the colors? Is it the color combinations? Because when you look at color, it's not only the colors that are on the spread, but it's also the ratio of the colors. So like I said, this to me is reading as a 70% hot, 30% neutral or cool. And so I really love this. It appeals to me. You can also look at values. You can look at anything you want, and then you can journal about it. You can really pick it apart and say, okay, what exactly about this piece is appealing to me? Maybe it's the small piece over here. I'm going to look at it through my viewfinder, or maybe it's the entire spread. It's totally up to you how you want to approach, you know, this exercise, but you can get a wealth of knowledge. Like I am serious, you guys. Like just become a detective, and you can do this for all kinds of art. So just say you like, you know, you love Van Gogh. Well, pick a painting of his or a book of his work, and you know, go through each of his paintings and look at them with new eyes, like as if you've never seen it before, and become a detective. Like really get out your viewfinder and just isolate all the different parts of the painting. Read, read in between the lines, like read for this spread, because that's what I'm talking about. I'm going to kind of read the subtext of what Connie is trying to say. And this is going to be open to interpretation, but this is Connie's visual language. It's her storytelling, but it's a symbiotic relationship because, when the artist paints something, they're having a conversation with a person who is looking at it. So it's a conversation, it's a back and forth. And I'm gonna like read between the lines. I'm gonna go, wow, like, there's that green over there. Is this like grass? Is this like, what's the story between these two people? This person over here, they have an element of surprise on their face. Like they look like they're, just a bit kind of awestruck or, just taken by surprise. So what is the relationship between these two people? And, I'm gonna like just try to read in between the lines. I'm going to journal about it. And I know this sounds maybe a bit intense, but when it comes to developing your visual language, it's really important to figure out why. Okay, first of all, you have to figure out what you like. Then you have to figure out, why do you like that? Like, what is it about? What is it about these lines that I like? Is it the circular oval element? Is it the thickness of it? Is it the color of it? Is it like, what is it about it that I like? Now, another thing we can do is we can pick a spread that we don't kind of gravitate towards, that we don't particularly like. Now, this spread over here is not really, I really don't like it. I'm not really feeling it. I mean, there are parts of it that I do like, I do love this orange and the blue. Like, that's my jam right there. Those are the complementary colors, and I love it. I love these marks over here. But then when it comes to the rest of the piece, I'm not really feeling it. I do love this blue over here, these patterns. But for the most part, I'm not really feeling this piece. But this has a ton of information to share with me as well, because I can journal about this. I can say, okay, what exactly do I not like about this? What is, is it the composition? Is it like the fact that I feel like it's just one person and they look kind of isolated? Is it the, the greens with the pinks? Is it like because they're next to each other, it's just jarring to me, and I don't like this particular kind of pink. It's just too powdery for me, and I don't like it. I can look at all various parts of this spread, and I can get so much information about what I don't like. And when it comes to developing our visual language, for me anyways, it's important to not only know what I like and why, but also what I don't like and why. Like, is this something that I just don't like and it's rooted in some kind of, childhood belief system? Or is it just my aesthetic? Like, what exactly is it? And I just find that by really examining things like a detective, you are going to get so much information. And you can do this with any kind of a book. It doesn't have to be this particular book, and it doesn't even have to be like, one of your favorite artists. Like, I even like going through my daughter's children's books, and I mean, it has some of the best art I've ever seen has been in children's books. And I really like kind of going through different spreads and going, hey, what do I like about this? What don't I like about this? And in this way, you can get to know your visual language. You can get to find out, become curious about it, and then you can strengthen it. And even by discovering the things that you don't like, that strengthens what you do like. So anyways, I hope that this video has been helpful, and thank you so much for watching till the end, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.